All right, halfway house. We're gonna tear apart this clean one owner, hopefully 833 1969. Kind of an oddball. So no rib here, so we know it's pre-71. Does have a vent pad, but it doesn't have a vent on it, which is extremely weird. Date code on it is May of 1969, and it is a B body with no E body shifter location. And it does have two transmission mount pads, which I find extremely odd. This one's actually not drilled out, which is really weird to me, maybe not to y'all. So we're gonna finagle this on there, and yeah, see what we're gonna pull this cover and see what we find out. Make sure it's in neutral. See how she goes. Wish me luck. All right, we got her finagled on here, so let's go ahead and jack her up. Get it off the ground. Make sure you have a Craftsman jack from circa 2007 or 8. I bought it as a transmission jack, and I've pulled, I don't know, hundreds of transmissions with this thing, and it's getting worse and worse, but it still works, so I'm still using it. So, from my experience, which is very little, make sure they're in neutral, and let's zap these off and see what we can find out. Looks like about a ½ inch. I guessed earlier, sure enough. See what we're gonna find. Thing probably hasn't ever been opened. Make sure you get a bunch of dirt in there, rust, what have you. Oh, that seems to be a Chrysler thing in my experience. These broken washers. Seems like all these old Mopars I fuck with, broken washers. Pontiacs and Buicks and stuff, not so much. Mopars, all of them. Oh, lost that one. Oh, that one has a lot of crud. Move this crap out of the way. Looks like we are gonna have to shift her. This is the reverse. Let's try to put it back where it was. Well, let's pull this out of the way. There we go. It appears to be in neutral still. So let's see what we got. I'm crossing my fingers because I got a buddy that wants this bad, and I want him to have it bad because he's got a 69 GTX he's building. And he needs this. He already has a set of those manifolds. One of those, or two of those flywheels are 143 tooth, which is what he's looking for, 11 inch. I have two of them, and they appear to have different balance marks on them, so I don't really know what's what. Asked on a few Mopar pages, and it kind of seems like I'm not alone in this Mopar confusion, because I can't find information on most of these questions I'm asking. So get your cracker smacker. Doesn't really want to move. What am I missing here? Oh, hear my knees crack. Got all the bolts. Let's see if we can find a pry bar, screwdriver, crowbar, what have you. What do we got in here? Nothing good. Let's go through here and just, that looks good. Let's see if we can open her up. See what kind of clean one odor we can find. Nothing, of course, because, oh God, there we go. Do a little persuasion on. Just trying to get these all tangled up. And, all right. It's gonna be, oh, I can smell it already. It smells like 1969. It's gonna be tits, it's gonna be smoked. Might still have to move this out of the way. Come on. Man, don't make me take that off. Oh, there we go. Make sure you drop a bunch of stuff in there. Actually, it looks pretty good so far. These look kind of fancy. Actually look in really good shape. Before we lose anything, let's put that back. Let's get this. Oh, this thing is like freshly rebuilt. Look at those Secras. They look fucking brand new. Let's see if we can get this one out without... I think I reversed it in the way. There we go. Maybe not freshly rebuilt, but very little miles. I mean, look at those. Dude, this thing is fucking tits. Look at that. This thing might be completely fucking fresh. Besides the rust and dirt I knocked into it. Let's put this back where it was. Dude, these look tits. It's not even rust, it's all gear oil. Super tits. Man, that's good news. What do y'all think? I think this is damn near brand new. I mean, there's still paint markings on it. This is all gear oil, obviously. I don't know what kind of gear oil that is. Dude, this is awesome news. My buddy should be stoked because this is fucking tits. So that's all good news. I don't know how well you can see. I'm trying to stay out of the light. But I don't know what this is. It almost looks like a gear marking compound, but it doesn't really come off. Dude, this thing is fucking tits. Wow. The last one I had was a B Body E-Body. I bought it, and at the time I didn't know there was a difference between B Body, E-Body, A-Body, whatever. I bought it for my Dart. It was out of a 66 Belvedere or Satellite, I believe. And found out it was a B Body. Wouldn't work on an A Body. I posted for sale for $500. Some dude drove from, hours away, and I'd never pulled the cover or nothing. He's like, "Hey man, mind if I pull the cover?" I'm like, it's fucking cheap. And to me, you're kind of rolling the dice. But yeah, let's pull the cover. And it was tits, but it was not this tits. This is seriously like brand new. So this is awesome news. Sweet. Honestly, I wish this was my A-Body. I'd throw it right in. So yeah, that's... honestly, I was expecting carnage because that's... I bought a lot of good shit from this kid, but, it's all kind of not really turned out to what I was hoping it would be, and, I'm kind of crossing my fingers, but the price is right on all this shit, but, this is a score, in my opinion. This thing is fucking tits, so... Awesome, good news. Anyway, so that's how you take apart a 833. Apparently there are some different diameters. Like, I made a video a while back and said there was only basically two diameters: the big diameter, small diameter, overdrive, non-overdrive. I think that's actually incorrect, so pay attention to that. I'm not positive. Actually, let's check real quick. I've got this, so that's a 69 trans. I've got this 70 to 72 aluminum housing. I can't remember this diameter. It's a 4.6 or 4.8. For shits and grins, let's see if it fits this thing. Try to do this. Yes, that fits tits. So it might not be 100% correct, but it will work. And this is for a 10.5 inch clutch, or a flywheel. Actually, I don't know if they measure the clutch or the flywheel, I'm not positive. Which I think is what these are. These two are 11 inch for sure. 143 tooth. These should be 130. Not positive, but pretty sure. So as you can see, got a balance machine mark there, and we have 2 on this one. This one has a part number which comes back to 67 to 69. Big block 143 tooth. This one doesn't have a part number, but it does have a date code. This one came back to 1969. This one came back to 1967. As you can see, different, what I think are balance marks. As you can see on these, which I assume that's a 360. And I'm pretty sure these are all 318s. I know that's out of a 318. And that's out of a 318. This one I just picked up, but I think it's the same as this one, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, these are the same. This one I'm not sure. I assume that's 360. Not positive. Anyway, there's your Mopar Thursday night at the halfway house. Oh man, that's sexy. That's a beaut. Look at that. So that's extremely good news. I seriously was expecting it to be trash, but this thing is fucking tits. So, oh yeah, look at that. Fucking brand new. So, I have to kind of rethink the price on this because I kind of think this is a hard to find transmission. B Body 1969, you know, in the midst of the muscle car bullshit, and it's fucking tits. So, it's a buddy of mine going to a good home. But, you know, I'll give him a fair price. So, there you go. There's your night. 833. Wish I had a shifter for it, but I tore that shop apart. Could not find any 4-speed shifters, not a single one. Actually, this was the only 4-speed he had. He does have about 5 or 6 big block 727s. One appears to be a cable shift, column shift, which I think that's 65 only, rare bird. But no clutch forks, didn't find a single clutch fork. It does have the pivot ball, which looks pretty worn, but hey, y'all go find this shit. So, if y'all want any of this crap, let me know. Mopar, halfway house. See y'all later.